I almost feel like we have escaped all our cares while traveling through the mountains. Snow falls down carelessly here and there. It's cold. I'm cold, but it's a wonderful place to be. As I have said, my life was in Candlekeep, and it was so secluded. I'm amazed at every place we go to, and I'm soaking it all in with new eyes, unaccustomed to the changing environment. I do have to admit, I feel slightly bad for allowing in Minsk and having Jahira and Khalid go, but they are two that I know will be alright together. I couldn't tell Ajantis, Nira, and especially Imoen to make room in the party, and that they can hang out in an inn until I come see them again. I'm starting to like Ajantis. He cannot hear me say it, but I do. I look forward to walking near him or sitting next to him by the campfire so we can talk. I do not know how Jahira and Khalid would feel about that, but I can imagine Jahira being critical of any flaws she might see in him. I agree, he's too formal, especially around me, but I see the glimmer in his eyes that tell me there's a person behind the genteel behavior. When asked about his past, Minsk proudly announces that he is a berserker warrior from the nation of Rashomon in the Utter East. He is currently undertaking his Dejema, a ritual journey to manhood, and is seeking adventure and glory in battle. It is also his honor to be the bodyguard of a young witch-clarion of Rashomon named Dynahir, and if anyone tries to harm her, he will beat sense into their heads until they reconsider. He is unsure as to why she has led them to the Sword Coast, but his loyalty is unquestioning. If he serves her well and distinguishes himself in battle, he hopes to be accepted into the Ice Dragon Berserker Lodge upon returning to their homeland. So far, Minsk considers his most notable experience in the world abroad to be the acquisition of his animal companion Boo, a creature that he claims is a miniature giant space hamster. Apparently such things do exist in the realms, but Minsk has surely taken too many blows to the head. He seems a good-natured fellow, but is all too willing to indulge his berserker nature. We have an area to explore, Cloudpeak Mountains. It's a little chilly here. I didn't dress, not really dressing to be warm. I've got my leather on. There's a little bit of cloth underneath of a lining, but no, I'm a little cold. Legs and arms exposed. Whoever my ancestors were, all I know is that they were elven. I don't think we were cut out for the cold climate. Foster father never told me about my father. All I know is my mother is elven. Not which clan or which type of elf. Nothing. Zyvarts?
This'll be a wild
Give us victory!
You alright, Ajantis? It's good to have a paladin around, Ajantis. Duty is calling, and I shall not abandon it. Snowing at night would be really cold. Thankfully it didn't snow last night. Well, the snow itself doesn't bring on the cold, but it does show that it's cold. I guess with it landing on my arms and legs, yeah, I can feel it.
Funny looking.
Here, whittle doggy. Why don't you come home? Excuse me, I ever so sorry to bother, but could you help me? I've lost my little dog and I can't find him. He's probably ever so scared right now. Have you no parents to help thee? It's dangerous to be out alone. Parents, yes, I'm here with some relatives, but they're away for a moment and I'm lost. We are thinking of moving here someday, but I don't know my way around yet. I can get home okay, but I just gotta get Rufy back. Please, could you help? Certainly, little one. I would be glad to aid you. How will I recognize him? You will? Oh, thank you so very much. I just know he'll be all right now. Poor Rufy isn't used to strange places and people. You're sure to know him when you see him, because he's just the cutest little thing. Here, take this as well. His favorite chew toy, it is. He'll know you're a friend if you have it in your hands. Thanks so much, again. Chew toy. Rufy's chew toy consists of moist and ragged scraps of flesh hanging from a mangled bone of indiscernible origin. I think I can detect a few metal fragments amidst the gore, but it's hard to be sure.
What?
Interesting. Well, I have no idea where he could be.
Such menial tasks.
He could be back the way that we came. Why is a child alone by himself? It's so remote out here. Hours and hours away from any kind of civilization. Oh, is this Rufy? That is a big dog. More like a wolf. Come here.
Yes? Such menial tasks.
Follow me, Rufy. Come on, Rufy.
Fine.
There we go. There we go. Okay, follow me back to your owner. Master. Your family. That is a deep growl you have, Rufy. Where was that boy? He's right here.
You funny looking.
Rufy! Who's a fuzzy Rufy? Who's a fuzzy little guy? Thank you ever so much. I'd better take this lost little puppy home right away. Here, take this. It's another of his chew toys, but we can get more where we're going. Thanks again. Time to go home, Rufy. You'll like the Nine Hells much better than these cold climes. That was a demon child? Did he get... I think he gave me this gem. Vince can use some healing potions, I guess. Let's go explore the rest of this area.
Hello there.
Hello? Hey there, pal. Seems like your little party's wandered a bit off the beaten path. Well, that's too bad for you, because you've had the misfortune of meeting the fastest draw in the West. See that man over yonder? His name is Zal, and he's the fastest dart thrower that has ever walked the Sword Coast. Now, if I were you, I wouldn't want to test the patience of such a man. So why don't you do the wise thing and hand over all your money? Otherwise, you're going to be in a heap of trouble. I've no desire to fight a pair of idiots, nor am I going to give you any of our money. Get lost. Hear that, Zal? Seems they don't take you seriously. Guess it's time to show what for, huh? Sorry, you guys, but you're in for a world of hurt. Let's put my bow to the test against this Zal.
I need aid.
Minsk, you're getting hurt.
My hamster squeaky wheel gets a kick.
Ouch. Got him. had a little bit of trouble getting through his armor. They really were idiots. Bandits, more like. Good thing they're dead, then. Seems that 2 of us have become more skilled. Ah. My longbow has gotten better. My skill at longbow has gotten better. I wish my longbow was better. This is still the same bow I bought at the Candlekeep Inn. Just the 2 of them out here robbing people on their own. Oh, another one of those wolves. White wolves.
My honor is my
Pelts are worth
What
quite a bit.
is it? Fine.
Skeleton.
Glory of Helm!
I've never seen one of those before. Just read about them. Huh. Strange. There might be more of them. Typically undead, I mean, we have seen a few ghouls by themselves, but typically undead come in clusters. No cave here. What kind of looked like there was in the shadow. I may not be armored to take on whatever comes at us, or particularly that skilled with my blades compared to others in our group, but I can see what's coming and I can hit them. If need be, I can move out of the way. But if it's a lot of archers, that would be... If it's a group of archer bandits, I'll be in trouble.
What? Such menial tasks.
Don't know what to do about this healing. More Zyvarts?
Flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death! Uh-huh.
Fine.
We didn't have any room in our group for that Zan elf. The elf with the moonblade anyways. And I didn't want to trade up Nira. I'm actually starting to like her. She's a bit quirky. What are these?
Yes? Fine.
Okay. Not attacking us. Hello. Hi. Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. We're real pleased to meet you. Why would a Zyvart, a kobold, and a Tasloid be wandering around calling themselves Larry, Daryl, and Daryl? See, Daryl, I told you these guys were the wrong generation. That is a Tasloid. I can pull that up out of my book.
What is it?
That Elminster wrote. See, I know what we're dealing with out here. Lady Orin, we talked about Waterdeep, and you may know that my family lives there. I feel very attached to my parents. I would like to tell you more about my family if you are interested. Yes, please, Ajantis. My closest of kin are my parents, Olgoth and Mara, a brother, Gautam, and a sister, Elena. I am the youngest of 4. I had an older brother, Envin, but he died from a disease when I was 5. I'm terribly sorry to hear that, Ajantis. I think that I have to apologize in some way. I always thought that your childhood was cozy and unspoiled by anything. I can see now that this is not true. You do not need to apologize, Lady Orin. I guess everyone has more to them than can be gleaned at first sight. It was a very hard time for us all, my lady. The disease tormented him for a long time, and to see him suffering was nearly unbearable. With Envin, we children lost our eldest brother, and our parents lost their firstborn son and heir. Now it is up to Gotham to carry on the Elvastar's family traditions. He smiles, which he already did. He and his wife, Cinna, are expecting their second child. Congratulations, but tell me, Ajantis, did the death of your eldest brother influence your decision to become a paladin? No, my lady, I do not think that there is a connection. Envin died of a natural illness, not because it was ordained by an evil power, but that the memory of his suffering might have strengthened my resolution is an interesting thought. I have to admit I never thought about that, as I have never searched for any reasons for my desire to become a paladin. I've chosen a different path than my parents and my siblings. The Elvastars are not known for their fighting skills. Would you take a look at my family shield, Lady Orin? This is our coat of arms, a dragon with a metallic green body and orange eyes on a gold field. You might think that this belonged to a proud knight's family and was made to terrify Elvastar's foes in battle, and yet it is the result of the artistic aspirations of my great-grandfather. My great-grandfather was a remarkable man, my lady. Rumor even has it that he was one of the masked lords of Waterdeep. He became tired of the arrogance and narrow-mindedness of the nobles, who cared for nothing but their own desires. He opened his house to various intellectual and artistic ideas, trying to learn and understand this world as much as he could. That influenced the style of the Elvastar family very much, Lady Orin. My parents are in contact with the artists of Waterdeep and from far away. They often have learned men as guests in our house. Even when I was young, I liked to listen to their discussions. That sounds familiar. That's how it was when I was small. Yes, I can imagine you like that. Indeed, I could imagine you had many chances to listen to fascinating conversations in the high halls of Candlekeep Library. Elvastars are not just benefactors of arts, of course. We are a merchant family, and my father is a hard-working trader. He specializes in beast taming and breeding, which is done mostly on our country estate south of the city. My mother assists him there, and she has a special hobby. Some of the beasts are meant for slaughtering, and Mama is a very fine cook of exotic meats. She has won prizes with her recipes. Cooking. No wonder the meals are so tasty when it's your turn to cook. You obviously had a good teacher. That was very kind of you to say, milady. This is all I wanted to tell you about my family, for now. Perhaps we should rejoin our companions. Skeletons.
Oh, I'll show you a fight.
It almost looks like these huts are so small. It looks like halflings lived here, or even smaller.
Tempest, give us victory!
My arrows are not really doing much damage to them, even though I'm hitting them over and over again. Just skipping through their bones. Chipping away at their bones.
Fine.
What used to live here? Looks like this could have been years ago, whatever lived here. Oh, we should take their arrows, actually.
Fine.
I don't know when I'll next have... now we have three of us using a bow. I'm thinking Minsk should use his sword. About before. Come on, out with it. Sometimes I have this problem where I open my mouth and things come out, and then I later realize that they were kind of inappropriate, and I should probably not have said them. I have a certain childhood companion with much the same problem. Hey, I heard that. Heh, at least you might be a bit used to it then. Most people aren't. As a result, I tend not to make a whole lot of friends. Don't get me wrong, I had friends in the High Forest, but when you might randomly turn them into squirrels, suddenly people get a lot more wary. What's wrong with being turned into a squirrel? I'm not seeing the problem. That's what I keep saying. Life as a squirrel wouldn't be so bad, surely. Climbing around trees, storing nuts in your cheeks, looking adorable in almost every circumstance. What's not to like? Well, bad guys won't go slay themselves, right? Yeah, I can see Nera becoming a friend of mine. I do regret leaving behind Jaheira and Khalid. But I mean, it's not like I'm going to say they were holding me back, but I don't need supervision is more like what I mean to say. And they really did act like aunts and uncles. An aunt and an uncle. Well, we're almost done here. Keep on heading west. I'm not sure how close we are. Maybe a day or two away. Find some trail that leads west and keep following it. The trail leads northwest, but we'll take that. It took over half a day to get out here.
Such menial tasks.
Whoa! Look at all these wolves. Now there's 4 of them.
Go for the eyes, Boo!
Give us
Go for the
victory!
eyes! Frost!
Yes? My blade will... Fine.
Cloudpeak Mountains. Well, it's now early in the morning. We've been walking. Not quite morning. It's kind of like the middle of the night. Early in the morning. You know where that boundary is. We're somewhere around there. Didn't see anything until those wolves. Anything dangerous, at least.
Go for
This is
the
a
eyes,
big
Boo!
wolf.
Go for the eyes!
I don't think that's a normal wolf.
Frost!
Ooh. We left the mountains. We're not high up in the mountains anymore. Going closer to the coast now. It's a little bit warmer down here.
Such menial tasks.
Take a look at Ajantis. Look at his arms and shoulders. The outline of Ajantis' armor and clothes suggests muscular shoulders and arms. His frame is not the bulky sort, yet it is big enough to demonstrate the strength gained by years of hard training. He notices my attention and turns to me. Is something wrong, milady? Oh, nothing.
Please, kind spirits.
What's this?
A
Looks like
wondrous
simple matter.
ancient oak is in peril.
it is about to be attacked by 2 who would defile the majesty of nature. They have avoided my charms and must be stopped before irreparable harm is done. Would you heed my plea? Only the basest villains would take advantage of a gentle forest spirit. Lead on, and I will deal with them. Thank you, for although they may seem dim of wit, they still could do much damage. This way. There, just ahead. I implore you to do what you must to make them leave. That is a forest spirit. Interesting.
Hey there. I'm Caldo. This is my brother Crumb.
I don't know who you are, but I'll not have you sneaking about behind us while we work. We think there's treasure in this tree, and if you want to get up front and help, do it. Otherwise, me and Crumb will do something, well, something real nasty, and ain't that right, Crumb? You don't really want to do this, do you? Just think of how beautiful this tree is. It's truly a wonder of nature. Well, if not, you're not going to help. I'm not going to let you sit and watch us do it. You's probably going to rob us when we're done, weren't you? Me and Crumb don't cotton to bandits one bit, do we, Crumb? What? You scoundrels won't have a chance to cut down this mighty tree, the home of a dryad. If respect for the fair folk will not stop you from performing this evil act, then we must protect this forest spirit. Defend yourself. Har, har, we fight.
Such menial tasks.
Oh. You want to fight with me, do you? Ow.
What is it?
What is it this time?
Thanks, Ajandas. That did hurt. It's some kind of enchanted club.
What? A simple matter.
Thanks be to you. Here's a potion that might help you on your journeys.
We follow the righteous path. The path of hell.
She gave me an antidote for poison. All very helpful. What are these things? We need them all identified now. I would like to know what that armor is. This armor was the property of the famous rogue Telbar. How or why it left his possession is not known. Oh, it's actually quite comfortable. A lot more protection. It has a magical enchantment on it. A lot more protective than what I was wearing, I mean to say. Oh, okay. Oops. You moved places, Imoen.
Good on you if you saved the day.
Sure is.
Fantastic!
Maybe we should just rest here. I know Dinah here is captured and in trouble, but I think we should rest before we continue on.